Morning, guys. Welcome to What in the World? Steve Hutton. uh, Gotta be creative, eh? But don't worry, I will never run out of, moves. Because you know what? I'm a creative guy. All right, last night I was talking to you about drugs. Yeah, I didn't finish off actually. Yeah, but what I wanted to tell you was this third time round, I wanted to ask upstairs. I wanted to say, can you please spare my elder's life for another 10 years? Because if I live till 79, I'm more than happy to give him another 10 years. Let's do a bartering system. I'll live till 69, and then you give him another 10 years with this whole world, because he's a beautiful person. And with him in this world, there'll be more good things that happen, because he's a great soul. And people that are good, it'll be a waste if they're not here. But obviously, I didn't get that result that I wanted. But it's the first time I've ever asked. And when I asked, it didn't happen. But you know what happened? Because of his departure, I'm sitting here before you today. Things happen and work in mysterious ways. And I'm going to carry his work with shimmering brightness. And what's funny is you guys that are watching me are going to be seeing the good in yourself and having a good reflection of yourself. And you're going to look at yourself in the mirror just like Michael Jackson's song and say, how am I going to be my authentic self today? Because it's worked for me. I've always had this spark, man. Like I told you when I was telling you about my inspiration of Vico, one of my old colleague, one of my old beautiful colleagues. Like, I love when people have a passion for what they do. And in this world, you're always getting knocked down, knocked over, rejected, and then nudged out because people can't see your gifts and people can't see your talents. But don't ever despair, man, because if you keep giving it a crack, eventually you'll break it. Yeah. Anyway, good morning to you guys. Today I want to talk about gambling. Now, some people gamble for the fun of it because they have disposable income. Some people bang it because they get used to it because they like it. And some people it's I'm focused to do anything I want to do. And this one gives me a bit of relief or relaxation. Yeah, doesn't matter. But when I've had my gambling addictions, it was always for one reason. And no one ever in this world will understand this because they won't believe you. But I'm telling you the authentic me, why I bang it. So it wasn't because I was addicted to it. It's because I hate paying people in installments, or I hate paying stuff off in installments. Yeah. So I like to pay things one go. So whatever I owe, whatever bills that I need to pay, I just want to pay it in one go. But obviously that sounds stupid, right? Because just don't bang it and then eventually you'll pay it off. But I'm a bit of a socialite myself, so back in the day, when people ask me out, I always say yes and don't say no. But I didn't know that throughout all that time that I'm not only utilizing my time and energy, which is actually more important, but also my income. Yeah, always go and spend what I don't have. So when you don't have it and when your priorities are here and have to be due, you just want to go and black, green, red suit. So I can just pay it off one go. Yeah, but it got to the stage where it spiraled, because when you've had your fix, like I told you in the previous one, yeah, once you pop, you can't stop, sort of a thing, and then it spirals. But one secret that no one knows is I bang it just to pay people one off and just to pay my bills one off because I don't like installments. Yeah, but it got to the stage where it snowballed, and it was like very hard to fix. So after that, like I was just after the jackpot. Just give me the jackpot and we pay everyone back, and then everyone will be sweet. Yeah, and I'll probably throw in the GST on top of it. But yeah, my purpose when I gambled was for paying people back. And when I didn't need any money anymore and I didn't know anything or anyone, then you won't see me banging it. And if I did bang it, like, I wouldn't be chasing because I don't need it. Yeah. Because I told you, right? Like, me and the S and two strokes have a big fight, That's why, like, even though like I know I'm so corporately like, well, like, shaped probably to be the best marketer or like, yeah, in the rat race, I don't do it because I'm not about the S and two strokes. I'm about people. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's my gambling tip. You gotta like keep hitting it and keep getting the crack. You know what I mean? Because eventually you'll break it. Yeah. But I think like a lot of people don't know is like once I win the jackpot or once I win enough to like do what I have to do to pay people or pay the bills, I stop. Yeah, because I know I don't need it. Of course you get greedy and then like you have fun, because the well, I don't know what your DOC is, right, but mine used to be roulette and then baccarat and then like most of the other time is the pokies. Because the pokies is fun, it's like it's like my old Street Fighter machine, like I told you, man. Once Street Fighter came out, I've never stopped debt from there. Yeah, but yeah. But I think in order to get out of gambling, you have to ask yourself one serious question, Forget about your own pocket, because that's a doer of your own doing, But if you're borrowing other people's money to bang it, which I have, or if yeah, you're owing money because of gambling, then nah, this is not right for you. Yeah. But I owe people money because of like, my spiraling to like, pay everything back. Yeah, and it's funny. People think I'm fucking probably like freaking just selfish or like whatever, like just me for myself. Yeah, but I can naively say that like I'm banging it for others because I always want to be accountable. Yeah, but no one believes you because they just think you're full of shite. But yeah, I've been banging it for other people, man. But like banging it for other people that like got me into like a bigger snowball, which is like not very logical, But what do you know, man? I'm a dragon. I'm not based on logic, man. I'm always flying up in the clouds and then like down in hell, and now I'm here on Earth. So you can't find logic in me, man. Because in my last life, I was a shaman, and a shaman never needed money because everyone in the village comes up to them and then like gives them like food, gives them like shelter and like whatever. But when he was called to do a duty of healing, like he'd run to them straight away. So he never needed money, man. He just roam around the villages and then do what he done. So in this life, I finally worked it out. Freaking hell, man. Why am I always like in like fighting with money and never get shit about it? It's because of my last life. It's embedded in my DNA coding. But yeah, maybe sound crazy to you right now, but it's what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. So that's my explanation of gambling. I don't know what your logic is, but yeah, like I said, if it's hurting someone or it's hurting yourself, then stop it. It's not good, man. It's not worth it. Yeah. But yeah, I was banging it for the people. You know what I mean? I was thinking like pay this, pay that off. Got to be accountable. But now you know what? I don't give a shit. It's not because I don't give a shit about people. I mean, the people that have lent me money, it's not very much. Yeah, it's probably about less than 10. Yeah, all up less than 10. That's nothing. But yeah, they know I'm good for it, and I'm sure they got more than they bargained for, just simply for knowing me giving them my energy. I know now. So I'm not going to give my energy straight away and directly to anyone, just with those that are in need. Yeah. But yeah, I bang it for the people, mate. I don't bang it for myself. Enough crazy talk. I love you guys. Have a lovely weekend. And then there's my 2 cents on gambling. So all I can say is, like, when you're banging it, either do what my elder does. He has this theory, right? Or my big bro. It's like you go in there, go through 3 stages, double up 100, 200, 200, 400, 400, 800, 800, 1600, and free, what was it? Three, Samguan. 3 stages, you're out of there. Yeah. Yeah. 2, 4, 8. No, that's 800. $3. 3 times it with the 100. Or to what my uncle does, go to the rapid roulette and then, like, have your favorite 20 numbers, and then, like, if they come out and then, like, you earn your money and you got to leave quick. Don't let the pokies stop you. Because once the pokies stop you, then you're doomed. You walk out empty pocketed again. Yeah. But it's fun, but yeah. But only if you have disposable income. But now for me, it's a waste of time because I've got more meaningful shit to do now, which is this. Yeah. And got more people to rescue. And I've got to show people the light. Yeah. Got to roam around and then wake people up, mate. Life is actually good, You got to be conscious of it. And how I mean by conscious is, let's turn the darkness back into light. Because we don't want the 1 or 2% of the world population to control us, right? Yeah, because they're greedy. They want you to maintain yourself in the matrix. And that's not happening anymore. Because we're about to turn it around. We're not supposed to work this hard. We're supposed to be only, like, doing what we like. And then money is just a form of energy. And energy is the source. Yeah. And if you want to attract money, if you really like it that much, because I hate money, but now I realize I am the money. You just have to be aligned with it. And how do you be aligned with it? Is be your authentic self. Be happy. Do what you want to do. Be what you want to be. But don't hurt people. If that's in your DNA, I'm taking you down to prison. But the good stuff, like I said, righteousness, invaluability, pureness of heart. Do all the good stuff and then good things will happen to you. Because I asked my elder once, I said to him, hey, elder, like, what made you change faith, like, into, your belief now? And then he goes, Dragon, if you call them, they will come. And then 1 year later, he messaged me again. I go, oh, elder, if I call them, will they really come? He goes, yeah, certainly will, But 1 year later, he goes with another message, only if you deserve it. They will come, but only if you deserve it. So if doing good all your life with, like, no, like, detrimental harm to, like, ruin other people's reputation or ruin other people's, like, pocket or, like, hurt people internally. Yeah, and not just, like, greedily doing things for yourself and being selfish, then you deserve it. And they will come. And you can ask. Yeah, because I didn't really ask, but I just looked upstairs and I said, hey, got 30 years left. So I said to Mum, if I be a good person for the next 30 years trying to help people and trying to do what my elder does, being good to people and doing things the righteous way, if my, like, legs stretch out and then, like, I'm in that coffin, then, like, I go upstairs or downstairs to mark the roll, at least, like, this is what I've done and that's it. And if you agree with it, agree with it. If you don't, then, like, this is my life. And I don't regret for 1 second what's, like, happened to it up until now. And it's taken me 49 years, guys, to do what I want to do. Far out, man. I should have done this a long time ago. I should have told myself this earlier. Yeah, I would have been filthy. Yeah, I should have taken up Diana's offer. Like, when you start doing what you want to do and aligning yourself with the right causes, and then you have, like, the happiness that you have, good things will come to you, man. So don't despair. Whether you're banging it in your, last balance or you've withdrawn, like, you've maxed out the $2,000 daily limit, doesn't matter. Do what you like doing, be your authentic self, and good things will come to you. Happy banging, guys.